show, just put on some music, dance around, do some fun things. Make yourself the main character of your show. There's no it's your show, it's your life. Make yourself a main character figure. You're just like, yeah, I'm just so cool like that. I'm like so pretty like that. I am so smart like that. Hey guys, so I'm currently using my mic because this video is kind of important and it's currently raining outside. Today we are going to talk about tips on how to study as someone that procrastinates. If you keep on saying, oh my god, I don't want to read, how can I get A's when I don't really feel like reading? So this is a video for you if you want to do that, because I personally I procrastinate a lot, a lot, because I hate doing things. I hate reading. I love reading, but at the same time I don't want to sit down and start reading something. So let's get into the video. To tell you that this video is such a serious video, I had a book, I wrote it down. Can you see it? Oh, it's like so bright. Can you see it? Yeah, I had to write it down to give you guys points, because I suffered in my previous school because I hated reading. I did not think reading was fun, but reading is actually fun. Not really, but it's fun if you want to and if you like what you're studying. So that's why it's good to study what you like, because if you're out there just I just want this degree, I don't know, man, you might not be able to ever read. But because I love what I'm doing, I take conscious effort to do more, to read more, to try to be the best in what I'm doing. So step one is create a Pinterest board. I know. This sounds insane, creating a Pinterest board, but for me it works, because Pinterest is one place where you see aesthetic, the study aesthetic, the clean girl aesthetic, the eat girl aesthetic. When you look at it, you're like, I think I want to be like this. I don't know, find motivation from someone. I know it's an external motivation, but find your motivation. Find your motivation. It is good to find something that makes you feel like doing more. There's one quote that says, study until you cannot get it wrong. When I see that quote, I'm like, I want to be this. I want to be this person. So create a Pinterest board. Find study quotes, or check people who read on YouTube. You can find people like Michaela Liza. She is so motivational. She gives me motivation. When she just speaks, I'm like, I want to be like her. I want to be her one day. So create a Pinterest board. Also watch YouTube. It can also give you motivation. Then let's go to the second one. The second one is romanticize your life. I know people might be like, it will not work for me, but it works for me. You think about yes, when I'm reading, I'm cute. I don't know how to put it, but when you feel when you're reading, you're all cool and smart. Just romanticize your life. Think of yourself as someone in a YouTube video showing people how to read, or motivating other people. Make yourself a main character. That's what I'm trying to say. Make yourself a main character. Feel like a main character. So that when your classmate actually thinks, you're like, yeah, I'm already ready. Yes, this is the topic, and that's step 2. Then step 3, you need to attend your classes. Attending your classes might feel like a waste of time, except the lecturer can't teach, or the teacher, wherever. If you are in university or if you are in secondary school, you need to attend your classes. They're very important, because sometimes you don't want to read this topic, and sometimes it gives you a head start. It shows you what the topic is about. Even if you're not listening too much in the class, it shows you what the topic is about, introduces you to the topic, so that when you are reading it, it will be less stressful. So, and also try to jot down points in these classes, because it will also help you when you are reading. So attend your classes, you guys. Stop skipping out your classes, except the lecturer is not lecturing, so you can just go and read your book by yourself. Anyways, step 4, right? Yes, know your topics. For example, if you have 9 courses for a semester, know the topics on each of the courses. If you have like maybe 12 topics, for example, there's a course called course 1 or 2. We had like 12 topics. Know those 12 topics. You don't have to know what it is about. It will help you when you are reading, because if you are not someone that wants to read from day 1 to the end, you have to have these things at the tip of your fingers, because if you don't know your topics, if you're just clueless and you want to start reading at the end, it will stress you out and make you feel like, oh my god, I am not doing anything. You feel so disorganized and you might lose motivation to read your book. So it is really important for you to know your topics. It's actually really important. You need to know your topic so that you know the introduction, you know like the concept of that topic, so that when you're reading it a night to, or a month or a week to your exams, you feel more at ease. You don't feel like you are struggling. Maybe you struggle a little bit, but you feel better. You will not feel too stressed and unmotivated. Then the 5th topic is, I wrote down this thing but I can't see. Where is my glasses? I don't know. I don't feel like looking for the glasses right now. So anyways, the 5th tip that you must take is read a month to your exams. When I say you should read a month to your exams, it's like it makes you not feel too stressed when your exam timetable comes out, or maybe it's already out a month to the exams, because my school brings it out I think a week or 2 weeks to the exams. So if they say that bringing out the timetable 2 weeks to the exams, like they'll give a particular date when they'll bring out the timetable, I will calculate it. A month to the exams, I'll start reading something, not necessarily reading in depth, but just find a particular course and try to finish it, like finish the topics. Because during the exam week, I can just sleep. I can feel like, so less stressed. I can feel like my life is okay. I am happy. I'm like, this particular semester, I did not stress too much because that's what I did. I read a month to the exams. I did not read too much. I just read little topics, just looked at it, felt, yeah, this is what I should read. I went through, I made summary of my notes so that I will read it a day, a night to, or 2 days to the exams. Then the 6th tip is read your topics according to it's on the curriculum. For example, if number 1, if the course name is course 1 or 2, they have topics like problem solving, definition of this, that. Just read it accordingly. It makes it like you're ticking off a bucket list, so that when you have a list, it works for me. That's how it works for me. I have to read it according to the day 1 topics. If not, I'll feel like I'm not reading anything. So I usually start from the top to read. Then the 7th one is you drop your difficult topics to, like I said before, the list. I start with the beginning topics. Anyone I find difficult, I will put asterisk on it and be like, yeah, I'll come back to you later. So it gives you like a list. It gives you something to follow. It's good to also make like a to-do list. It's like making a to-do list. That is, if this topic, I finished it, you tick this topic. You feel accomplished when you tick those things. It makes you feel like, I'm done with that topic. I'm done with that particular one. So now I can sit down and rest. I hate that shadow that is floating behind. Don't like it. Number 8, make a summary of your notes. How do you make a summary of your notes? Like I said before, read a month to your exams. So when you are reading, you make a summary, you break down things to your own understanding. You can have a book for it and just label it according to the courses. Make summaries of each note, each topics, and like just keep it so that when you're reading for the exams, it's like you're just going through the lines. You can read the nights, even the mornings of the exams, and you will not feel stressed because you have already read this thing. It's just for you to look at it again to get it to stay in your brain. So if you are someone that keeps procrastinating things, you can do this. I'm not really good with talking like long form. It's like so okay, so like I'm already out of breath and I need to start working out because every little thing makes me so out of breath for some reason. And it's like, see the way I'm holding this mic, like it's so much force. I feel like what if I'm not saying the right things? But you get what I'm saying. I know that some people will be like, yeah, procrastinate, I don't want to read a month to my exams. But that way it makes it easier. It makes it more less stressful. You can start with one course, you can just read one topic, even 2 lines. Just read 2 lines of the notes and move on. You will not feel stressed that, oh, tomorrow I have exams. No, you just read 2 lines, then come back another day and read 2 lines. You don't have to do so, even if it's to just look at the book, you will get something. So if you're planning on getting straight A's as a procrastinator, as someone who procrastinates, you need to follow these rules. You don't really need to, you can create your own rules, but you need to find something. You cannot just read the night to your exams and feel like, oh, I can ace these exams. Maybe you are a freshman, like 100 level, you might feel like, oh yeah, that's simple because secondary school stuff. When you move to your 200 level, 300 level, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know what course you're studying, but there's no course that is easy. So you have to set these rules for yourself, even if you are lazy, like me. I'm not judging. I am lazy too, really lazy. I'm like one of those people that I have things to do, but I'm lying down there facing the sky and like shouting, oh my god, I cannot do it. But the thing is just right there. I'm not doing anything, but I would not do that thing. I would do any other thing but do what I'm supposed to do. So I get it. So that's why I'm giving out the steps for you guys to follow. And yeah, every time I make a video, I don't introduce myself. And I'm already like almost done with this video and I don't introduce myself. So hello guys, if you are new here or you're already watching me, my name is Emma Ibu. So please subscribe to my channel. Let me continue. Which step was I again? I beg. Step 9. Yes. Okay, I was saying step 8, that is summarizing work. So now we're moving to step 9. You go back to your notes. When I say go back to your notes to check for things you skipped. Maybe you missed a topic, maybe you missed something, maybe there was a difficult topic and you forgot to put an asterisk on it, or there's a particular subtopic. You know, one of those subtopics that maybe you studied and you're like, I'll come back to it later, and you left it. So you go back, you cross-check your work. You have to go through every work to check that maybe you left something. You always have to check so that when you see it in the exam, you're not be like, what is this? I did not see my notes. So you have to go back. Maybe it's because I'm an anxious person. I'm so anxious and I don't like regretting things. So I have to go back and check. I used to check it like 5 times. For some reason, I'll go back, check. Maybe I left the topic, maybe not. But I don't know. I stress over things. My result is coming out soon. I think I would do like a result review. Oh my god, I hope I pass. I'm coming in like, I'll get straight A's and then I fail. It will be funny and I will still post it. There's no need to be ashamed. Failure can be an option, but for me, failure is not an option. You need to succeed.
Failure is not an option. Which is fine by me because I do not intend to fail. I vow to do the opposite of fail.
You mean succeed?
No, I will not suck seed. No one will be sucking seed.
We are moving to step 9. Yeah. Go back to your notes. Okay, I've already said that. Go back to your notes. Check for things you skipped. Check for maybe topics you did not understand well, and try to redo it so that it doesn't stress you later. Number 10. Read that in your summary. There's no need of you going back to your notes to read again. The summary, the summarization you made, the notes I told you to make, that particular note is your note for exams. You read it the night before or 2 days before, and you are good to go. If your brain is good, except you have a dysfunctional brain, I don't think you'll be able to do it. Or yeah. So, anyways, let's move to 11. This is not actually a compulsory thing to do. Try having a friend. Like, a reading group is nice. It's actually great. But sometimes it doesn't work for everybody. I don't read with people, but I've learned to start reading because my course needs like collaboration. So I'm learning to work in teams because I get stressed working with people. You know, some people are just somehow they are annoying. But also my younger sister, she reads in groups and it helps her. So people read in groups and it helps them. One of my friends, Oluchi, she loves reading with people because she doesn't really like reading a book like that, but after talking, she's hearing you and she's like keeping her brain. For me, it doesn't work for me. I'm just like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear you. I want to read in peace. So, yeah. So, we have come to the end of this video. Those are my 11 tips for people that procrastinate. If you know you want to have straight A's and you are a lazy as motherfucker, this is your tip. You have to follow these 11 tips. You don't really have to, but if you want to pass, you have to. So anyways, I just want to say romanticize your life. It's like, for me, I put on my headset or AirPods, just listen to music. You know, that first time you're reading, you're not really serious about the reading. You're just like, let me just look at it and see what's going on. So you're with your music, you're going through it. Okay, this topic is what it's about, is what is that. Like, you're just trying to get to know that course. So there is no need of you doing too much. So just put on some music, dance around, do some fun things. Make yourself the main character of your show. There's no, like, it's your show, it's your life. Make yourself a main character figure. You're just like, yeah, I'm just so cool like that. I'm like so pretty like that. I am so smart like that. So you make yourself a main character so that you can feel like, okay, people look up to the main character, so I have to impress them. So you make yourself a main character. Make yourself feel good as a reader. You don't have to feel like, this life, this book sucks. Just feel, if I read this book, I have to get better. I gaslight myself every time like that so that I can read my book and pass. Anyways, thank you so much for having the patience to watch this video, and I really appreciate it. So, and once again, I am Emma Ebu. Please subscribe and like this video, and also share it to your friends so that I am funny, I am nice, and I'm cool, I'm pretty like that. So, bye guys.
Hello guys, my name is Anastasia, and I'm here to tell you something that this girl is just not doing anything. So if you can hear me, you know that it's good. What I'm saying is true. See, I'll see you next time on the Anastasia Show.